Hey folks, David Frost, LazyGapTrader.com. In this video, we're talking about day trading. More specifically, we're talking about gap trading and how gap trading is by far the single most consistent and profitable day trading strategy you can find across the markets today. What I do is two things. The first thing I do is teach a course where within the course, I teach two specific gap trading strategies. One is known as the morning gap trades, which we're going to review a couple of charts in a moment. And the second are gap fill trades, when stocks are gapping higher or lower at the open from the prior trading day's close. It creates an opportunity for traders. The opportunity for traders is if they can find a specific price level where a stock will be A, drawn to, and B, have a price reaction from in the other direction. That's how the morning gap trades are played. And in my course at Lazy Gap Trader, I teach traders exactly how to calculate and identify where those specific price levels are, where stocks are first going to be drawn to like a magnet, and then have a price reaction from in the other direction. And we're going to take a look at a couple of really nice examples of just that. The other part of the course are gap fill trades. When stocks do gap higher or lower at the open, they leave what's called an open gap. Those open gaps at some point in the future will be filled. When the stocks come back in the future to fill the gap, it creates yet another tradable opportunity for traders that can track where those gaps are and understand which trades are the ones to take and which trades are the ones we leave alone. All that is discussed in the course at Lazy Gap Trader. Everything you need to know in order to trade the gaps successfully is taught throughout the course at Lazy Gap Trader. So before we get into the charts, the second thing I do is I give traders an opportunity to get my gap trades each and every day. They come at 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time, 30 minutes before the market even opens for trading. Let's take a look at today's email and then we'll come back and review the charts. Here it is, arriving at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 30 minutes prior to the opening bell. This morning on the morning gap trades, we had three possible trading opportunities. Hawaiian Holdings, HA, Block, which is HRB, H&R Block, and Alexion Pharmaceuticals, ALXN. Now, we're only interested in trading stocks that hit their specific price levels as we calculate them right out of the training in the course. If a stock doesn't hit its level, we don't want it. We only want the highest probability trades there are. So as such, two of these stocks hit their price levels and one did not. H&R Block, or Block, HRB, did not hit its price level, so it's off the board. If it doesn't hit the specific price level we're interested to trade the stock at, we do nothing. It's a no trade. However, the other two did hit their levels. HA, I say gap lower. Support levels are $50.80 and $48.95. Stop and profit target is about 30 to 55 cents. These are minimum profit targets. We're going to take a look at this trade in detail because it hit two levels this morning. Not one, but two levels. The second one that hit its price level was Alexion Pharmaceuticals. It was a pretty stress-free trade at that. I say gap higher. Resistance levels are 117.14 and 119.35. Stop and profit target is about 45 to 80 cents. That's a minimum profit target. Let's go ahead and take a look at the two stocks with three trades that did hit its critical price levels today, causing a price reaction in the other direction. Here we're on a 5-minute chart of Alexion Pharmaceuticals. You can see yesterday's close was at $108. This morning, the stock was opening at $114.59 and traded higher. My traders were able to identify a specific price level at $117.14 where this stock should have a price reaction in the other direction. And as you can see, that's precisely what happened. We went up to 117.14, pierced through it by a little bit, traded as high as 117.98, which is right up against the stop loss limitation. But as you can see, in the next 5-minute candle, the stock was already at a low of $114.83, representing over a $2 pullback in just a matter of minutes. These are scalp trades. These are day trades. Some are only scalp trades. Some are scalp trades that turn into day trades. Some trades we get a little profit. Some trades we get a lot of profit, and some trades we get the best of both worlds, where we get an opportunity to take some off the table for a scalp trade and hold some for another leg in the same direction throughout the trading day. I teach this in my course. There's a whole video module on how to take advantage of stocks that have the opportunity to run higher or lower in the case of a short trade throughout the remaining of the day, and how we can turn those into risk-free, emotionless trades, allowing us to capture as much of the profit as possible. But what you can see here is the importance of the level identified before the market even opened. $117.14, and you can see how the stock had a price reaction in the other direction as soon as we hit that level. Let's go ahead and take a look at Hawaiian Holdings and see what happened on that chart. Now, I've taken this one down to a 1-minute chart, and what you'll notice is not every trade is the same. Each trade is different and stands on its own. Some trades are harder than others. This trade was not easy. Hawaiian Holdings came into the $50.80 price level on the button in the first minute of the day. You can see the low at $50.80. In the next minute of the day, the stock made a high of $51.10, which is precisely the minimum profit target that was identified in the email that went out to subscribers first thing this morning, 30 minutes before the market even opened. But that doesn't mean traders were able to capture all or even some of that profit, and the stock did trade lower. So technically, it was a winner, and look what happened when the stock came into the $48.95 level, pierced through it by a little bit, and immediately bounced higher, making a high even just in minutes later at 10 to 10 this morning. The stock was already at a high of $49.75 for almost $1 gain off that second level. This shows you the power of these price levels and how stocks will react from these price levels over and over and over. Everything you see here, everything that is calculated in terms of the specific price levels, is taught in the course at lazygaptrader.com. You can learn how to do this for yourself. You can find the specific price levels where stocks will have a price reaction in the other direction. Everything you need to know to be successful in trading the gaps is taught in the course at Lazy Gap Trader. If you want to know more, if you want to learn more, if you want the full and complete support from me, come over to check it out, lazygaptrader.com. I can teach you how to do this each and every day for the rest of your trading career. Thanks for tuning in, traders. I'm David Frost.